Hello. Happy Tuesday evening. It's Viola. So, I am going to be making ephemera. I've been on this ephemera train for about almost 2 weeks now. I think I'm a little over 2 weeks, but somebody sent me this. I think it was a gal named Gabby. And I always just keep that on my board. I like it. Nice message. But I have determined that I was once a brand new junk journaler, and I did, research, and I looked at every site and I watched videos, and I just jumped right in and started. But I'm artistic, and that's my nature. But a lot of them are finding that they get very overwhelmed rather quickly. And so I'm just going to be making a small series on ephemera. And don't get hung up on the technical terms of what things are. For me, ephemera is anything that I want to put in my junk journal and that I can make. I can purchase, but I prefer to make at times. So, one of the things that I want to show is I want to show as a beginner, I look for things. Local thrift stores. This is a game that you can purchase. I purchased it for $3.49. I don't know how much they are online. Maybe you'll find them in your local thrift store. It's a memo game. Memo. Yeah, it does say memo, but it's actually, I think, a memory game. So what they are is chipboard, and they are paintings, and I believe these might be different or possibly all Van Gogh pictures. But these are chipboard. They're very nice weight. They would make perfect ephemera. So feel, go out and explore your local thrift stores. So I'm making something that was inspired by an Etsy person, and I saw them and I thought, you know what, I can make those as well. And so I was sitting down watching TV, and I wanted to come up with words and combinations of letters and words. So I just started typing in different letters, numbers, and I came up with a pile of some words, some combinations, and just kind of fun things. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these together. Okay. Now I kind of prepped some of this because I tried to do some things off camera so you don't have to watch me cut paper. I have some cardstock that has text printed, and so I'm just going to quick use my big bite, and I'm going to put another hole. I see that I didn't put it in my text. I'm going to put a hole there, and then I'm going to attach a piece of lace, and hopefully I can get an eyelet. These are eyelets, and if you're a seasoned journaler and you've made these, I get it. It could be repetitious for you, but for new people who, see them and think, I could make them, but how do I? So I've placed an eyelet on it. And so I'm going to take my big bite, and it has an eyelet setter in the front. So I'm just going to go and set this down, and hopefully I can. Did I set it? Not quite. All right. Did I set it? Not quite. Oh, I know why. Boy, my eyesight is starting to go kind of wonky sometimes. I wasn't even on the eyelet setter. Okay, I want this down, and then I'm going to put my eyelet in here. There we go. That time, again, I wasn't even on. That's okay. Imperfections do happen. So I made one already with the eyelet setter, so I do know how to do it. I am going to make another one. And again, these were very easy to come up with. I just sat and watched TV and came up with combination of letters and words, and I am attaching them to some cardstock that has text on it. So let me try this again. I goofed this one up. Okay. Did I goof it up? Not really. Boy, I don't know what is going on with me tonight. Ah, there we go. I got it. So these are just some tags that can now go in my ephemera box. I'm going to cut a few of these larger than my words. And so I'll make a couple more. Now, I also brought out lace. And I got this lace at an estate sale. And it was fantastic. I got the whole box for about $30, $35, I think. And so it was a large box of all kinds of laces. Small like this, large, 2.5-inch lace. And I have slowly been going through it. So I'm going to add some lace to my look or my ephemera. So I'm just going to pop a hole into here. So I popped a hole in there, popped a hole in my lace. Now I'm going to get a word and I'm going to put together with an eyelet. And let's see how this turns out. There we go. Got the eyelet in there. All right, cross your fingers. See how I'm going to do it. Okay, I can feel that it's sitting in the eyelet, but it's not. Oh boy, I don't know. Let me look and see. I think I might have it on the too big. Let's try the other side. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. So that is how they are turning out. And then these can just go in my ephemera pile, and when I need something to go onto a corner or maybe dangle from a page, if I've got some lace on a page and I can just hang it from the lace, that's something that's kind of fun. But these are just something fun to make, to include in your journals, and easy peasy. Print out some combination of letters and words. Don't make it overly hard for yourself. Enjoy yourself and make some handmade ephemera. So I'm going to put this last one together, and then let me think. What else? Well, my next couple of videos are going to be on ephemera. I've been making some folios, and I've been making some pockets, and I'm just going to kind of keep doing that. There is a gal that has been graciously swapping with me every other week, handmade ephemera. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. Yeah, there we go. When you get the setting right for the eyelid, it makes it really fun. There we go. So I'm going to just do a little something different with this one. And just put, there we go. So easy, very easy to make, very fun. It's been relaxing. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you have enjoyed these. I'm just going to keep making them, and feel free to keep joining me, or, go on to another video. I believe in junk journaling. We can continue to learn from one another. And we all have creative, artistic talents. And, I think we can all just really watch each other and watch what we do. And those that come after us can learn from our artistic knowledge. And so I, for one, have really enjoyed junk journaling. It relaxes me. It somehow, some days, really keeps me centered. I can be, there aren't too many things that throw me off these days. I'm retired, and so I am at home a lot. And with the exception of my husband calling, I don't answer my phone a lot, just because when I wake up in the morning, the very first thing I do is open up my Facebook group, and I go from there. I ask the question of the day, and then I go on to Pinterest, and I go to Etsy. I come here to YouTube. I look for other creative endeavors that people are taking on. I do go to Pinterest quite a lot. I have a Pinterest board. I'm also on TikTok, and I haven't been doing a lot with that lately. Not sure why. But I've just, I go in for a while. I'll be on YouTube, and then I'm back on TikTok, and wherever the creativity takes me is kind of where I go. And so, but I've just been really enjoying this junk journaling adventure that I'm on. It's relaxing, like I said. It's calming. It gives me a purpose that I didn't have before when I was working. My main purpose was to make sure I was up on time, I was going to work, I was doing the best job I could, coming home pretty tired. So I'm fortunate enough to be retired and able to wake up and start crafting. So I've just gone ahead and made a few more. Try and get this in here. I don't know why it popped out on me. There we go. And so, yeah, one of the most, I guess for me, the two best things that I did in junk journaling is, initially we all start out, and I think just about every junk journaler starts this way, but they see what everybody's making and they think I have to have every supply that's out there. So then they buy a lot of supplies. This is what I did too. I was on, and I thought, oh my gosh, I just have to. I just have to have everything. So I went thrift storing, and I bought a bunch of stuff, and I've got a room as my evidence. I have a room that is just full of goodies, and I felt overwhelmed in the beginning, and I thought, where am I going to start? But, you know, again, I'm artistic in nature, and I'm also a researcher. So I knew how to kind of categorize, compartmentalize what I was seeing. And I just took it one at a time. And I knew that it was going to take me quite a while to learn. So I took that time to just watch what other people were doing. And then slowly, you know, I opened up my Etsy shop. And you'll laugh, but in the beginning, I opened up my Etsy store. I literally took some stamps that I had purchased at a thrift store, and I went bam, 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 bam. And I cut them up and I listed them because I didn't think anybody else had figured out how to hand stamp on paper. And that was my first listing in my Etsy store. So I will say I've come a long way. And through it, I have seriously enjoyed the times. So now I'm going to change backgrounds because I don't want all my ephemera to look the same. So I encourage new journalers to... I am a computer user, and I categorize, and I have a lot of folders, and I'm visual. I'm very, very visual. So things that I see on the computer, if I like a page or something, I will go and save an image in a file so that I can take a look at it at a later time. And I also save videos. I subscribe to a lot of different creators. I think that's the number one way that I have learned a lot, is to watch the creators and get ideas, see what they're making, listen to how, you know, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and then to find my own style. And I think that is one of the key factors, is to work at things. I don't like the statement, fake it until you make it, but it kind of makes sense in this, is that you just kind of keep making stuff, and you'll have some things that you'll be thinking, ooh, I didn't like that at all. Feel free to get rid of it. You know, if it's not your style, get rid of it. But what you will do eventually is start to be putting together things that, how shall I put that, represent your personality, your style, your artistic talents. And I believe that we all have them. Just takes time to find them. And not only to find them, but then to tune them and to tune them into something that benefits you. Okay, so I've got a couple more, and I'm just going to add some more eyelets. This is something I will say that I had to learn recently. And I always thought, you know, I was seasoned, but I bought a lot of things at thrift stores and yard sales. So I was always able to find eyelets. And I had a large stash for a very long time. Well, I've run through my stash, and I was looking for eyelets, and I found some on Marketplace, another big stash. And I thought, oh, so easy to find big stashes. Well, what they turned out to be is mini eyelets. So they were teeny tiny, and there was a big stash of them. So if you use them, get a hold of me, DM me, because I have a lot of the little ones that I'm not going to use. But at any rate, I'm just going to give you a word of advice on eyelets. These, I believe, are 3/8. I bought them at, I bought them at Hobby Lobby. I have a nice package for around $2. And that was, you know, not on sale, but there's quite a few of them. Let me see if I can find the brand. Here it is. So, yeah, $1.99 for these. I believe these are the 3/8 inch. But what I was going to tell you is, so I found those eyelets, and I was like, oh, I can't use them. So I went back out, of course, on Facebook Marketplace, and I found another set. And I thought, fantastic. Went and got them. And I got them home. And I thought, oh, yeah, these are the right size. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know what I'm doing wrong again. Probably because I'm not paying attention. At any rate, found them, got them home. Turns out they're eyelets that you use for leather. Let's just, doesn't please me. I'm just going to throw it away. Turns out they were tall. And they are what you use when you are making leather items. Something I was not making. I am making paper. I was having coffee with my friend, and I said, oh gosh, I have these tall eyelets. I don't know why. They're just driving me crazy. And she told me they are for leather. So here's my take for the night. Make sure that you get them that have the little splits, because what they do is they have the little splits, and then as you push them down, they split, and they lay so much more flush. So if you are new to eyeletting, that just is, I'm not sure if I'm coming down on that one again right. Let me just take a quick peek before I ruin it. I just get right where I'm at. Yeah, I'm not coming down on that right. But yeah, so that's a little wisdom that I can impart. And then they sit a little bit more flush. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here, wanting to learn. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel to be more inviting to those, to anybody. And so it helps if you like and subscribe. But keep watching, as I'm going to be making more ephemera videos. And I do have a Facebook group. It's called Junk Journals Learn How-Tos. It is on Facebook. We are a community of over 32,000 members. And I do have an Etsy shop that is called The Naked Journal, where I sell non-embellished or blank journals so that others can embellish them. And I do a lot with fabric. So I'll make fabric covers. I make ruffles. I also create snippet rolls. So those are just a few things that are available in my Etsy shop. I also, just a 5-second commercial, I have 7,100 sheets of coffee dyed paper. So if you're in the need paper, definitely hop on over to my shop. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.